When Utah's Jason Chaffetz threw his hat into the ring to replace John Boehner as Speaker of the House, it definitely muddied the Republican waters. Chaffetz is challenging Majority Leader Kevin McCarthy for the post, and Chaffetz says it's nothing personal. It's just time for fresh faces in party leadership. Joining us now for more is CBN Chief Political Correspondent David Brody. Thanks for joining us, David.
Thanks, Heather.
David, Chaffetz says there is no way McCarthy will get the job. Who are the Republicans that oppose him and why?
Well, first of all, I don't know if, he says there's no way McCarthy's going to get the job. I don't know about that, and I guess we'll come to that in a moment. But look, I mean, the people that are for Chaffetz are from the House Freedom Caucus. These are the constitutional conservative Tea Party rabid crowd, if you will. I mean, these folks are many of those. Remember those freshmen we talked about a few years ago that came in? Well, here they are, and they're making a big ruckus in the House. And it's not that they don't, that they actually dislike McCarthy. They don't. But Chaffetz, the way they see it, is one of them, someone that's going to fight on the debt ceiling, fight to potentially shut the government down if they have to, and do a little bit more than McCarthy, or at least they think McCarthy will do.
So, and who is backing McCarthy at this point in time? Who's behind him?
Well, there are quite a few folks behind him, actually. Obviously, a lot of the GOP establishment folks are there. You know, even Paul Ryan, who is, of course, as you know, Paul Ryan, a former vice presidential candidate, he's for him. There's quite a few others for him. And quite frankly, he is getting close to that 218 number that he needs. Now, this vote's going to come up in a few weeks. Now, of course, tomorrow we're going to find out who indeed will be on the ballot. But if McCarthy gets to the final ballot, and gets voted on there at the end of October, he's going to need 218 votes. And we're told that he's already at 200. He'll need about 18 to 20 more votes. And it looks like he'll probably get there.
So all of this really exposes a divide in the GOP. Do you think these two sides can agree on anything? And what kind of person can lead this fractured group?
It's going to be tough. This is a challenge for whoever the next speaker is going to be. And like I said, most likely it is going to be Kevin McCarthy. One good thing in Kevin McCarthy's corner, if you will, is that he's a deal maker, he's a schmoozer, and people like him. With John Boehner, it was a little bit more my way or the highway. With Kevin McCarthy, he's been called the happy warrior. We visited with him in California, did a whole profile on him and his family. And, he is very well liked within the caucus because he is actually going to give some of these House Freedom members, in other words, or the House Freedom Caucus, these Tea Party folks, a seat at the table. And a lot of times those folks felt that John Boehner was not doing that. I think you'll see something different. If indeed Kevin McCarthy becomes Speaker, you'll actually see them not only have a seat at the table, but a lot more voice within the caucus. Having said that, it's fractured. I mean, there's a lot of folks that want to see the Republicans take a hard line on everything from defunding Planned Parenthood to lots of other issues as it relates to potential government shutdown, the debt ceiling, and all of that.
All right. Well, lots to watch for in the next day or so. David Brody, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks, Heather.